What's up, YT? Today, it's me, Anirudh, and today I'm back with another video. Today's video is an informative one, and for the past few weeks, I have been doing some informative videos like the Titanic and the Bermuda Triangle. Today's topic will be the 737 MAX. I don't think everyone knows about this, but that's the purpose of this video, to inform people what's going on in this world. So, the 737 MAX, the aircraft that lost the trust of Boeing. Let's begin. Now, to start off, what is the 737 MAX? Well, the 737 MAX is an airliner that was developed by aircraft manufacturer Boeing. Here is Boeing. Now, this was their best project, and this was their gamble that they put onto the market to boost their sales up and get their company a better name. They already had a very successful lead with the 737 new generation and the 737 normal family, but the company decided to take it to the new level by making it a new family called the MAX. Now, let's look at why they created the MAX and the story behind this aircraft. Here are some images, and this is just the overall how the MAX looks like. So it started way back in 2010. Boeing's aircraft rival Airbus. Airbus is another aircraft manufacturer. They developed a new plane called the Airbus A321neo. Now, there was already an Airbus A321, but the purpose of making a new aircraft was for better fuel efficiency. Now, the thing is, these engines, the specialty of this aircraft was mostly the engines. They made the engines more fuel efficient than the other airliners they own. And other than that, there was more seating and there was a better cabin interior. And then this is what rocked Boeing. That's because as soon as Airbus released it, many airlines already had the 737, but now they were looking at the A321 Neo because of its fuel efficiency features. This left Boeing in millions and millions of dollars of loss because of less aircraft being bought. So, they come up with the new idea of creating the MAX. Now, the thing about the MAX was they wanted to do this exact same thing that they had done. Better fuel efficiency. Not only that, but they made the engines bigger to make that possible. Other than that, just to be higher than Airbus, they also added a better cockpit, better cabin interior, and they also added these fancy winglets on the side over here to make it look better. And it also helped out, obviously. Now, after they released it, Boeing's new plane gained a lot of popularity. Within a few months, there were over like 500 orders that were put on this plane. But Airbus now took the effect and they were speechless. They didn't know what to do, so they had to just sit there and cry. Airlines like Air Canada, Air China, American Airlines, Jet Airways, Ethiopian Airlines, all of these airlines were willing to buy dozens and dozens of these aircraft because of its fuel efficiency and other spectacular features. And the plane was all my major success at first. Everything was going well, everything was awesome, everyone was happy. Until something bad happened. This is where it all went wrong. On October 28th, 2019, Liner 610, Flight 610, it took off and shortly it crashed into the water. Now, this plane was a MAX plane, and it was blamed on pilot error, and it was blamed on the pilots. But later, this is 6 months later, Ethiopian Airlines, Airlines 302, Flight 302, it had also crashed. And it just within 6 months of span between these two crashes, there was another crash. So right now there are two crashes within a span of 6 months. Everybody did not know what to think. So the thing was with Liner 610, the black box, so the recordings, it was badly damaged, so they couldn't collect any info. But then, for the Ethiopian Airlines, they were able to collect info because the black box wasn't badly damaged. And this liner, so that's what happened. And everyone was shocked to find out that there was a bug in the plane. Let's look at that now. So the thing is, when the plane first took off, the thing about these engines are the thing about the plane is the engines. The engines are much bigger and much more on an angle that makes it like that. So when taking off, there was a vertical takeoff on the plane. When it took off vertically, that was a problem. As you can see, on the left side, we have a normal 737, but on the right side, we have a MAX. And as you can see, the engine is coming up right along the wing versus the other 737. This would create the vertical stall. So the plane would take off and it would go into a vertical stall. And this was a problem. So the company added a new software on the plane called MCAS. The purpose of MCAS was there was a sensor at the front of the plane that would calculate the airspeed of the plane. Then what it would do, it would take the back wings, the horizontal stabilizers, and they would push it down. As soon as that would happen, the nose would also be pushed down and the plane would be lowered. Like this. As this would be a takeoff, this is a normal, the plane would be pushed down by MCAS and it would go right into this position. Now, they didn't test this software properly and there was a glitch in the sensor, which led to multiple crashes. This scared everyone and it led to the grounding of the plane. Yeah, countries all around the world had started banning these planes and did not allow them into the airspace. This was sad because this plane was destined for glory. Everyone had big hopes on it, but because of the new major cost cuts that the company had, it wasn't even properly tested. Now the company makes them and they're now just sitting in a parking lot in Seattle, which is now called their graveyard. The Boeing manufacturer is currently looking at the problem and is fixing the software glitches. But until then, all of these planes will just be there sitting and waiting for their arrival back into the game. That's the story, guys, of that's the story, guys, of the 737 MAX. Hope you guys learned what happened to this plane, where it all went wrong, what's the story behind it. And that's about it. If you guys learned something today, and thanks for watching. I really appreciate it when you watch it. Anyway, subscribe, hit the thumb by, hit a good like, please. It could help a lot. And other than that, I would like to once again thank you for watching.